Ladies and gentlemen, the crypto space is filled with interesting projects. And as you guys know, I'm a very big fan of diversifying into different sectors, buying different cryptos that do different things, with on the one hand, completely crazy meme coins, and on the opposite end, coins that are really here to change the world. Now, for today's video, I have partnered up with 𝗓𝗏, who've got a very interesting mission to be the first ever proof of work kitten on the 𝗏 blockchain. And as you guys might or might not have known, 𝗏 is pretty freaking popular. 𝗏 coin is a decentralized layer 1 blockchain developed in 2018 by the encrypted messaging platform Telegram. The project was then abandoned, taken over by the 𝗏 Foundation, and renamed from Telegram Open Network to the Open Network. And so I think it's kind of funny to know that this 𝗏 coin used to be called 𝗓𝗏, and I kind of think that's what these guys were going with. And the moment I found out about it, I would have actually been quite early to tell you guys about it, because I believe it was around the 28th of March right here, because we all got to know they had some exchange listings coming up. And here's one of the funniest parts. Apparently, they really do work. Exchange listings really make the project more exciting because obviously take a look at the price, right? Take a look at how it's done. And again, to get back to the core concept, I'd say consider this all to be a fun social experiment, a fun new 𝗏 related protocol with the idea of, like I said earlier, it being a proof of work. And they've also decided to go for a DNS. This is basically so that you can get yourself a .gram domain, which right now the auctions have already opened for, and apparently people are going pretty crazy on, which in my own opinion, I didn't really expect to happen this quickly. That people were actually going this crazy for some .gram domains, but perhaps like I said, 𝗏 is very, very popular. Perhaps people over on here are also looking to play into new and different opportunities, 𝗓𝗏 being one of them. Now, just for the sake of saying it, I will, if you're wondering where it is available, where is 𝗓𝗏 available? Little voice crack right there. It's actually on a lot of places already, but I'd say the most prevalent ones are either 𝗕𝗃𝗃 or 𝗏𝗃𝗃. And we're looking through this little right section right here. First of all, it's actually quite wild just how massive the gains were for 𝗓𝗏 over the past couple of days. And even though today is a little bit of a down day, obviously we can see, I do kind of really wonder what exchange listing they've got coming up next. Because obviously getting yourself a 𝗏𝗃𝗃 and 𝗕𝗃𝗃 listing so quickly, it says something in my opinion. And if you were very early, by the way, they just posted something on Twitter for everybody to see as well. The beta season of 𝗏𝗏, the Open League, finished today. So it's time for liquidity providers to claim their rewards and move to new farming pools. This is if you basically got into everything before it got available on things like 𝗕𝗃𝗃 or 𝗏𝗃𝗃. Learn how to move to new farming pools on StoneFi here. And there's a full tutorial for exactly how to withdraw the funds from the farm. And this can sometimes give you very, very good yields, by the way, for interacting with these protocols. This is DeFi. In the new farming season, there are higher rewards for providing liquidity in the 𝗓𝗏/𝗏 pair, and these are the rewards that they're putting up. Anyway, let's quickly summarize a few things. One, this is not a coin for everybody, but I believe right now it might be the most popular crypto on 𝗏, which is pretty wild. I think from the inception, it also did like a 30,000x or something along those lines, just pretty wild numbers. But more importantly, I think there's a very juicy lesson everybody can fetch from this video, because I'll show you guys exactly how to get onto 𝗏 if you've never done it before, and how to buy coins on there. What are the steps, how to do it, and how do you get into this whole ecosystem? Well, first off, you have a couple of different options. And if you're wondering where you can find most of them, go to 𝗏 coin over on CoinMarketCap. Press this website button, you'll find a place where it says get a wallet. It's right here. Then specifically here, right, we just talked about jettons. And so I think a nice one to start off with here is 𝗏 Keeper, that you can just download as a Chrome extension or on your phone, wherever you'd want it. And obviously you want to go ahead and create a new wallet if you've never done so before. And now you're going to want to grab yourself a nice little pen and paper to write down your private key. And now to buy or sell, we obviously have to get some 𝗏 into our 𝗏 Keeper wallet first. But all you got to do is just go to a centralized exchange and copy this address right here and withdraw some 𝗏 to it. It's honestly that simple. That's to have the 𝗏, and you can do a lot of cool things with it once you have it in your wallet. Similarly to how we do it with MetaMask for Ethereum and with Solana over in the Phantom wallet. Just copy this, withdraw some 𝗏 to it, it'll speak for itself. And then where to trade? Well, as we can see right here, nowadays you could just go to 𝗕𝗃𝗃 or 𝗏𝗃𝗃 for specifically 𝗓𝗏. But if you want to use StoneFi or DDust, because you still want to speculate on the price, you still think things might go crazier from here, perhaps even bigger exchange lists is coming up, I don't know. I mean, it's already pretty huge, $100 million market cap. $280 million fully diluted. Obviously, for being the biggest coin on 𝗏, I guess it's still relatively small. But anyway, just go ahead and go to whatever DEX you'd like to swap on and connect your wallet. I just did here for both StoneFi and quickly for DDust, because it's just the press of one little button. After, again, like I said, pressing the link right here, because that way it basically already sets up your swap. And all you have to do is just click this to turn it back around. And whatever 𝗏 you had in your wallet, for example, if you had 10 𝗏, $50, you just put in 10. I don't have it in my wallet, but it's about the idea. Give it a little second to load in, and then there's a little button normally here that says swap. You just click that and, well, it's as simple as that. Over on DDust, it's pretty much the same. Over on the top, it should be 𝗏. Over on the bottom, it should be gram, if that's what we're trying to buy. We insert 10, for example, yet again. And we can see, hey, our $49.9 turns into $49.75. So a pretty juicy conversion rate. Not too bad. We're not really losing anything there. And if we had it in a wallet, we just press go. It's, like I said, honestly, that simple. And like I said earlier, if you want to do some cool DeFi things, there are quite a lot of opportunities. Right now, for example, on StoneFi, the APR is pretty freaking high on gram 𝗏, so on this specific pair. And add liquidity is also very simple. But I'm going to say that if you do not know how this all works, you might not want to step into it, because I understand that it can be quite difficult, and I obviously don't want you guys to lose money in the whole process here. But yeah, getting back to it, I will not tell you that this is the #1 coin on my list, because honest truth, guys, it is not. It is just a fun little side project. It shouldn't be your main obsession, but since I've got a very interesting narrative and we're in a bull market, and 𝗏, like I said earlier, is picking up a lot of attention recently, because like I said, they're doing a lot of cool stuff. There is the potential that this turns back around and goes harder than it's gone before, as Bitcoin here quite recently has also started to pick back up a little bit. Again, no guarantees will be made, but if you've been in the crypto space for a little while, you might know that 𝗏 has some very interesting and strange growth spurts, and if this ecosystem does keep up the pace, because it just went pretty exponential here over the last few weeks, there's a good chance that a lot of tokens involved or around will also see some sort of similar performances, and I'm just keeping that in the back of my head. Again, 𝗏 is literally the 11th biggest coin, so coins on there have the potential to get some significant gains going. And now you know exactly how to buy. Now you know exactly how to get in. Again, ladies and gentlemen, gram is the only one on 𝗏 that I've gone for thus far. There are a couple of cool things you can do. Like, for example, mine with your graphics card. You don't need some ASIC or some crazy difficult things. So that's also kind of funny. Anyway, let me know down below if you've ever bought into any 𝗏 related coins, or if you've ever heard about what 𝗏 coin is. I hope that this tutorial makes a little bit of sense to all the people. I think it's very simple, but I understand if it can be slightly daunting to buy it the old-fashioned way. If you're also wondering what we're kind of waiting for, there was a little bit of FOMO obviously with the exchange listings, but perhaps because they got two in such a short amount of time, there is more potential for another one coming up. Again, I see a lot of promotion quite recently. I see a lot of people that push this. Perhaps there could be another massive leg up. Of course, I'm keeping that in the back of my head. And that's it for today's crypto update video.